A yard cleanup may take a full day to win, estimate, schedule, and complete. If the final interaction is only an invoice, you may be walking away from a customer who already trusts your work and a property that may need appropriate ongoing care. In this video, we'll create a completion handoff, separate observed maintenance needs from assumptions, and use AI to draft 2 low-pressure follow-ups. Then we'll show how to measure the system without annoying customers. Subscribe to AI Work Crew and turn on notifications for practical new AI content coming out daily to help local service businesses save time, work smarter, and grow. The recurring service opportunity begins with a strong closeout. Confirm what the approved scope included, what was completed, what changed, and any work that was excluded or declined. Complete the walkthrough, cleanup, and records your business requires. Capture approved photos only where appropriate and protect the customer's privacy. Then, ask a simple service question. Would you like us to explain what ongoing maintenance might help keep the property in this condition? Permission changes the conversation from an unexpected sales pitch into requested guidance. Organize possible next services into 3 evidence levels. First, completed facts, work your records confirm. Second, observed conditions, items a qualified person actually saw and documented. Third, possible needs requiring inspection, measurement, identification, testing, manufacturer guidance, or another professional. AI must not turn possible into needed. A photo of a brown area does not prove the cause. A cleanup does not prove a treatment plan. Keep diagnosis, chemical decisions, irrigation, tree risk, drainage, grading, and other technical or regulated decisions with qualified people and local requirements. For each suitable customer, create a short card containing the completed service, verified property facts relevant to maintenance, customer goals they actually stated, approved observations, services your company truly offers, timing to verify, and anything requiring specialist review. Do not include private details that are unnecessary for the task. Do not add a service merely because it has a high margin. The recommendation must make sense for this customer, this property, and the capability of your business. Use this prompt. Using only the verified completion record, customer goals, approved observations, and current service list, draft a short maintenance handoff. Separate completed facts, observed conditions, and items requiring further review. Suggest no more than 3 relevant service options. Do not diagnose, invent urgency, create a price, promise a result, or claim the customer needs a service. End with 1 optional next step. The owner must verify and approve the message. Ask for plain language. Customers do not need a wall of landscaping terminology. They need to understand what was completed, what ongoing care could involve, what remains uncertain, and what they can choose next. Return to the cleanup customer from episode 1. The verified record says the crew removed approved debris, cut back specified overgrowth, edged the beds, and hauled away the agreed material. The customer said she wanted the yard easier to maintain. The crew documented fast regrowth in one approved area, but did not diagnose why. The AI might draft,
The yard looks so much easier to manage now. What would it take to keep it this way?
we completed the cleanup items listed in your approved scope. Because you mentioned wanting easier upkeep, we can review recurring bed maintenance, scheduled seasonal cleanups, or another service from our current list that fits the property. The crew also documented fast growth in one area. We would need to inspect that area before recommending any response. If you'd like, we can prepare maintenance options for you to review. There is no obligation. That message connects to a real goal, clearly labels the unknown, and gives the customer control. If the customer asks for options, send the reviewed information through the contact method they approved. If they do not answer, consider 1 courteous follow-up after a reasonable interval under your business policy and applicable rules. Then stop unless the customer responds or has separately agreed to ongoing marketing. The first message delivers useful information. The second simply checks whether they want to discuss it. AI should not generate fake deadlines, repeated pressure, or a stream of increasingly urgent messages. Track how many eligible cleanup customers We're offered a maintenance review. How many requested options? How many accepted recurring service? How many declined and how many asked not to be contacted? Also, monitor complaints, cancellations, route fit, contribution, and whether the promised service can be delivered reliably. A high conversion rate is not a win if the route is poor, crews are overloaded, or customers misunderstood the offer. Growth must survive the fit, profit, route, and service quality checks from this series. When a customer accepts recurring service, treat the first month as a verification period, not proof that every detail is settled. Confirm the approved service, frequency, access, communication method, property notes, and anything the crew must inspect before work begins. Make sure the new account fits an actual route, and that the crew has the time and equipment to deliver the promised standard. After the first visit, ask the crew what differed from the handoff, and ask the customer whether the service matched what they understood. Update the record with verified changes. If the property needs a different scope, schedule, or price, explain it and obtain approval before changing the agreement. AI can organize the feedback and draft the follow-up, but it cannot silently expand the service or promise that every future visit will be identical. This first month check protects the customer relationship and prevents a successful cleanup from becoming a poorly defined recurring account. The complete system is a verified closeout, permission to discuss maintenance, evidence-based options, one reviewed invitation, and a respectful stopping rule. You are not squeezing another sale from a finished job. You are helping the right customer protect a result they already value. Next, we'll make those options easier to understand. Episode 5 shows how to build clear landscaping service packages without hiding scope, inventing prices, or confusing customers with a giant list of features.